Hey, hello guys, how you doing? How you doing? It's Brother Mason here, and welcome once again to the Metaphysical Academy. And of course, this is a YouTube channel which is dedicated to teachings, anything or any concepts or pretty much everything that has to do with metaphysics. And when we talk about metaphysics, we are talking about anything that is beyond just the physical or something that is in the invisible. Okay, concepts and ideas or abstract thought. Basically, that's what metaphysics is all about. It's all about abstract thought beyond the physical. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I've got actually a special type of topic, and I think it's actually quite imperative, quite important, quite significant. And today I want to talk about some metaphysical tools that one can apply into their lives, practical things that you can do in order to change your life or in order to attract certain things, wishes and desires into your life, or to manifest anything that you ever wanted or ever wish to have in your life. Okay, because a lot of people actually do not understand and do not even know or even believe that they can attract or they can manifest anything that you want. You've got the ability, you've got the potential, and you've got the divine right to attract and manifest anything that you want. It is you who can bring everything into fruition, and nobody else can do that for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's two that I want to talk about. He hasn't got he actually hasn't got a name, but we're gonna call it the self concept tool. Okay, the self metaphysical concept tool. That's what we're gonna. That's how that we're just gonna give it that name. Okay, it really hasn't got an official name, but we're just gonna give it that name. So when you're talking about the self concept tool, what are we talking about? Literally, essentially, we are talking about self conviction. Okay, you really have got absolutely nobody else to convince but yourself. You really have got nobody else to prove or to satisfy apart from yourself. Whatever wishes and desires that you want or require or need in life, it's all about you manifesting them. But how are you going to manifest them into physical reality? You do that first of all by having a self conviction. This is why we call it a self concept. It's all about you. You need to convince yourself about whatever that you want in your life before anybody else. Let's assume you want to be married. Convince yourself that you are already married. Let's assume that you want to have, a new house, a new job, new friends, new surroundings, new acquaintances, new lifestyle. Convince yourself that you already have it. Like I always say in most of my videos, most of the things that happen in the physical dimension is a direct result of the non-physical dimension. There are so many different states, or there are so many different levels or realms of existence. Most of the things that happen in the physical world would have already happened in the non-physical world. So when one convinces themselves that I have this or I've done this, you are actually sending out the message to you. You are actually building and molding that what you require or that what you desire to have in life. You see, so manifestation is not an external concept. Manifestation is an internal concept. Manifestation is not an external process. Manifestation is an internal process. Pretty much anything that you want, you manifest it internally within yourself. Touch it, feel it, smell it. Identify yourself with whatever that you've always wanted to have or you always wanted to have. Identify yourself with thing that you need. See it internally, because you have to remember what is outside is a reflection of what's inside of you. Everything that is happening in front of you is simply a reflection of that which is internal, which is inside of you. So whatever that you want or require or desire to have in life, okay, this is why this tool is very, very important. It's all about self-conviction. Convince yourself first. Once you convince yourself 100% categorically, definitely, that this is true, feel it, identify it, and make sure it's actually true internally, even though it hasn't manifested in the outside world. Because what you have to remember, a lot of people actually do not understand this, because a lot of people are under the impression that faith is the belief of that is not seen. Faith is the belief of that is yet to be seen. But see, this is the wrong approach. This is the wrong concept, because faith is actually believing in that which is unseen already. Reality is not in the physical dimension. Reality is actually in the non-physical dimension. Everything that you want to see in the physical dimension is actually created in the non-physical. So once you convince yourself and believe that which is invisible, because that is the actual reality, because this physical dimension is actually a shadow of the non-physical reality. So once you believe in the invisible, once you believe in the unseen, once you convince yourself to see the unseen, the seen is that which can be seen physically is a very, very easy to manifest, because it's just a shadow image of that which is unseen. So, ladies and gentlemen, the self-concept tool or self-conviction tool is one of the most effective ways. There are so many ways, and I'm going to come back here and tell you about all of them different types of tools metaphysical tools that you can use and apply in your life in order to attract or manifest anything that you want or require. But the self-conviction or the self-concept tool is very, very effective, and it's very, very simple. There is no rituals involved. There is no prayers involved. There is there's no nothing that you have to do. All you have to do, and it's really, really imperative, and you have to be genuine with what you're going to be doing, is to believe in that which is which is not yet seen, that which is not yet visible or in existence in the physical realm. Because the thing is, most of us, we've actually come to the conviction of believing and identifying ourselves with the physical reality, with the meta. But meta is a direct result of the invisible. Meta is nothing else but condensed spirit. That's what it is. When you see matter, it might look solid to you, but it's all condensed matter, which is vibrating on a low frequency. That's what it is. But everything else can be broken down to spirituality or to energy. Okay, so let's get back to the point to the topic that we're talking about today. So the best tool, or one of the best metaphysical tools that one can apply or one can use in their life is, and if you want to manifest anything that you want, is the self-concept or the self-conviction tool. There is nobody else you need to convince or satisfy but apart from yourself. Once you believe whatever that you require, it is already done. And having faith in that what you've just believed is already done. That's how everything is manifested in your life. Do not ask how, why, when it might happen, the very fact that you've actually believed and formulated within you, it's already done, because you've already sent a copy to the universe, and the universe is just going to mold it into physical reality. Once it's already established in the non-physical realm, it's a lot easier to just see it in the physical realm, because it's just a shadow image of the non-physical. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to attract anything into your life, if you ever wanted to manifest something into your life, one of the best tools that you can use is the tool of self-conviction. Self-conviction. And when you self-convincing yourself, basically what you are doing is to believe in the not yet happened, in the things that not yet happened in the physical world. You are single, you haven't got a husband, you haven't got a boyfriend. Say, I've got a husband because I already have got a husband. You haven't got a car, you have to say, I have a car because I already have a car. If you want to have a house, say, I already have a house because I have a house because I already have a house. You're unemployed, looking for a job, say, I am employed because I already have a job. You want to have your dream job, say, I already have my dream job because I have this dream job. Because you need to understand and feel it wholeheartedly, 100%, without no single doubt, any essence of doubt at all, and say to yourself, this is what I have. And once you do that in the non-physical, internally, like I said, the outside world is simply a reflection of your inner world. Everything that you see outside is just a reflecting what is inside of you. So it's all about believing, and it's all about understanding as well who you are. Because that's another thing as well. If you do not understand, and if you do not believe that you've got the divine essence or the divine power to create anything or to co-create anything in the universe, if you don't believe it, if you're doubting that, how do you expect things to manifest in front of you? It's all about believing in yourself. It's all about knowing who you are. Understand that you are a divine being. You are the divine creator. That's what you are. You've got the creative divine power within you to have anything that you want in your life. There is nothing that is beyond your reach. There is nothing that is beyond you. Do not ever think that you are nobody or you can't do nothing or something is impossible. Because really, there's nothing impossible. You've got the capability to do, have, and achieve whatever that you want or desire. And ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand this. The self-concept or the self-conviction metaphysical tool is one of the best ways to manifest and to attract that which you require or desire into your life. There is nothing that is beyond you. Believe and think inside of you as if it has happened. You create everything in the non-physical. You've got the power to do that. There is something inside of you. I know that you haven't been told this, because this is something this is a secret teaching of all ages. This is ancient wisdom that has been kept away from a lot of people. You've got the creative power within you to create anything. But a lot of us, we actually spend all of our lives here on earth, and we actually die without even knowing or without even resurrecting this power within us. You need to understand that God became flesh so that you can become God. You have to understand that you are God. That's what you are. It's not hypocrisy. It's not blasphemy. It's not witchcraft. It's not heresy. It's the truth. You've got the power to create anything that you want. And understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not forget that nothing is beyond your reach. Nothing is impossible. You've got the powerful tool of creating something within you. It does not matter how big and how massive and how impossible it might look from the outside world. And of course, a lot of people, of course, they're going to be telling you, you are mad, you are going crazy. What do you mean you're going to be a pilot? What do you mean you're going to buy a house? What do you mean you're going to have a job? What do you mean you're going to do this and that? You are incapable of doing that. But these are the people that are looking and are living in the rules and principles of meta. But like I said, meta is not your real reality. Everything is in meta is just a shadow image of the invisible. Your real reality is in the non-visible. This is where your essence, this is where your power is. Everything was created out of thought. Everything was created out of the invisible. The visible is just a fruit, and this is a byproduct, or these are the consequences of that which was created in the archetype of the non-physical realm or dimensions. Ladies and gentlemen, just to paraphrase and to summarize this video, you need to understand you've got the power and the capability to create anything that you want and manifest anything that you want. But in order for this to happen, there's two things that you need to do. One of the most important things is to know who you are, understand who you are. And by knowing who you are and understanding who you are, I mean that you need to know that you are a divine being. You are not your flesh and bones. You are not your name. You are not what society has told you. You are not what your parents have told you, what your friends have told you. You are an invisible, infinite conscious energy. You are a spiritual being with creative divine power. You are the Alpha and the Omega. That's what you are. Or in other words, you are God in flesh. God became you. But understanding that, this is how you become this is how you become enlightened. This is how you become God in flesh. You need to understand. You need to wake up from this. This is how you come. This is the resurrection. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, and okay, that's one thing. The next thing that you need to understand is anything that you want, you create it and believe it inside of you, inside your heart, inside yourself. Convince and believe yourself that I have this because I already have this. Convince yourself I've done this because I've already done this. Convince yourself I've gone there because I've already been there. Convince yourself that I am this because I've already been this. There is nothing that's beyond you. It has to start from yourself. You do not need to convince anybody else. You do not need to convince your friends, your family, or people who doubt you. You need to convince yourself. Once you believe internally that you are what you desire to have, that you have what you desire to have. Once you convince 100% categorically, definitely, without no shadow of a doubt, that those things that you require to have in your life, you already have it. It's only just a matter of time for them to manifest in the physical reality. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the powerful tools. And this thing that I'm telling you is a metaphysical tool, but this is not something new. This is an ancient wisdom of antiquity. This is a secret teaching of all ages. This is one of the teachings that has been hidden away from a lot of people. Because a lot of people, if I tell people that they are God, they're going to be thinking this is a blasphemy. They're going to be thinking this is a heresy. But this is something that has been hidden away from you. But I want you to reclaim your own divine divinity, your own divine power. This is why we teach here at Metaphysical Academy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. And like I said, I'm going to be coming back with so many different tools, metaphysical tools that you can apply, practical tools, because there's no point just to us talking about here about concepts and ideas, but we need to have practical tools that you can apply into your daily life. Okay, and it's just you, all you, nobody else is going to do that for you, but you can do that. So like I always say, thank you very much for watching my videos, and thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for everybody who's always sharing all of my videos. And like I always say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and look after yourself, be blessed, and keep on smiling. Okay, so boy, Brother Mason, and thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.